So without waiting any longer, we got a little things going on to say.
We got some stuff, let me tell you.
I mean, might as well start and kind of like conclude the Jin Astronaut arc.
Yes.
Because I feel like we're getting towards that end of promotion.
Yes, I think we are as well.
So the MV shoot sketch.
It was so cute and so funny. It's so very Jin. He's so hilarious. Also the fact that like Hobie surprised him. Stop it.
It was like, I feel like it came from like him being at Lollapalooza and being like kind of like afraid of being alone, and then Jin was there for him and like takes TL also in a way, but it's not the same, you know? But like him being like, he's alone in the States recording his MV, so I'm gonna go and visit him.
I am also like so glad.
Fucking sweet.
It's so sweet, and I'm so glad that like nobody spoiled Hobie coming to see him. Like we had no idea that Hobie actually came to surprise him. Like there wasn't any airport photos, there wasn't any like, it was all in secret, and I absolutely love that he got to surprise Jin, because he even like asked the staff, he's like, he doesn't know I'm here, right? And they were like, no, that he has no idea.
I was so surprised. Like Jin was like laying
genuinely.
Yeah, like, he was so surprised and so happy to see that Hobie like
and like him. Of course it's gonna be Hobie. Like of all the members, it's gonna be Hobie. Hobie, I feel like for a lot of the members is the comfort person. Besides Jimin, I feel like is a secondary to that. Obviously.
They're both like very much like comfort people, but like in in very different ways.
Yes. I feel like both of them though, to like, you know, like you have like different types of people who like show love and affection. So I feel like for them, it's the act of service love. Like going to meet them in a destination, showing up. So I feel like in that regard, they're very similar to how they show their love to their members.
All so freaking supportive of one another.
Yeah.
And I feel like if all of them could have gone, they probably would have.
Oh, for sure.
Also considering that like Jin hasn't had like as much like solo stuff outside of BTS.
Yes.
So it was kind of like a huge step.
Yeah. A huge departure from his like normalcy of being with his members.
His solo stuff outside of BTS are mostly like, oh, here's a song, haha.
Yeah. Yeah, there wasn't like that promotion
actual
like
promo.
Yeah.
Because like the rap time are more like used to it because they had like one or multiple like mixtapes in the past.
Yeah.
And so I mean, used to it is like, I don't like using this word in this context, but they have experience.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where like most of the vocal line
doesn't. Yeah, they're not used to being
because like being on OSTs is like really different than like releasing an actual like promoted single or album.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
and especially because they were shooting, like I feel like it would be different if he was actually shooting this music video in Korea.
Yeah,
I feel like that would have been a different
it would also experience. Been like a lot like easier for like the members to go and visit him.
Yes.
Like no matter how far in Korea, like they would have like
because you're the same
like
location.
The travel distance is not the same.
No, exactly. Comparatively to like you know, the States or Argentina, like
those are like a 20-hour flight or something to go, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So we got the behind the scenes, which was like, again, like we said, just amazing. We talk about the behind the scenes a lot, of just like showcasing their thoughts and feelings about the music video, and you know, it's also like a confirmation of like how he wanted the music video to be perceived and how we as like ARMY perceived it, which I think was pretty spot on. You know, it's like a gift to be like, I'm leaving but I'm coming back and you don't need to worry, like it'll be a specific time away, but I will always come back to you sort of vibe. And I feel like we definitely like nailed that.
I mean, we have this saying in French, which is ce n'est pas un adieu, mais ce n'est qu'un au revoir, which basically is like, we're not like going away forever, we're just saying goodbye for now. And so like this really like gave that vibe.
Yeah.
And that feeling.
That's why, like, obviously, like, I had an emotional reaction to the music video.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's my bias. I'm gonna have, like, a specific reaction to it. But I think overall, I'm not as sad as I could be. With the hope that the future will hold more for them. And the fact that they have consistently been like, we're not going anywhere.
How many times have like members say like, oh, we're gonna like perform and make music like until
forever.
We're old?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Trey literally said he wants to see their kids, so
I mean, same? Question mark? Anyway, the last little bit of Jin news is he is releasing a 4-part series, which he released already 2 episodes of this series. So it is basically a kind of like an Eat Jin, except it's with alcohol because he's creating his own alcohol.
It's Drink Jin.
It's Drink Jin this time. So he's creating his own alcohol line with obviously the help of our favorite Chef Baek. So
also, real quick.
Yeah.
The fuck the floaty in the bathtub.
I don't know what was going on there. Also, his like matching set, his arms. I lost my mind. I was like, there's too many things to look at. I can't do this.
Floaty though, by the bathtub.
Couldn't tell you. I literally couldn't.
That's like Jungkook and his 30 mattresses.
Pretty much, yeah. That sounds about right. We've seen a lot of their bathrooms recently, and I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, Hobie did take us to the high bathroom once.
I'm just
life.
I know. He's a wild man, let me tell you. So it's called The Drunken Truth with Jin and Chef Baek. There'll be 4 episodes. There's already 2 out right now. Obviously, as we're talking about it, they're like really interesting episodes, and it's very Jin-like. It's a very like Eat Jin kind of a scenario, and I love Chef Baek. I think he's like the most hilarious person.
Oh yeah, and
he's so funny.
They like him and BTS, and like especially Jin, they just mesh really well.
Yeah, especially because like they've met each other so many times. Like they had one run episode, or like was it 1 or 2 episodes?
They had like 1 or 2, and then they kept bringing back for runs.
Yeah. And I love that he has this relationship with him to like talk about food, because as we know, like as BTSARMY, we know how much Jin loves food and loves feeding other people. And so to like create his own alcohol is like a very Jin thing.
He is also like a big drinker.
He's a lush.
He enjoys drinking.
He enjoys the social aspect of drinking, and I love that this is the evolution that we're getting. I honestly wish that there was more episodes instead of just 4, and I wish they would have spaced them out a little bit more, because like the 2 episodes were amazing, obviously, and it's cool to see him like going to like the markets and like having people like try his alcohol and like getting like the different feelings for it and like trying it out. I do love it. I love it so much. But I wish that there was more content, obviously. And
I mean, we'll always be like gluttons for content.
Oh my god, yeah. And it's the same thing when like, okay, so he's promoting Jin ramen. Let me just tell you, it's so funny. The commercial is honestly hilarious. I forgot what he was selling for like a hot second, and then I remembered that it was ramen, and I was like, oh yeah,
Jin ramen. It also just works out. Like when we like watch them like pack for Bon Voyage, they literally bring a full suitcase of ramen.
Yeah, it's true. And Jin ramen is definitely up there with the ramen that they like love. I really need to go and see if I can find it here to try it out. Because
I found a website that sells it. Yeah, I don't know if they ship to Canada. I'll
probably not.
So you can check. But it sources it from the US. So if they do ship to like Canada, the shipping won't be as bad.
That's true. That's true.
So you could check. I think they do ship to Canada actually, because I accidentally put my parents' address in, and it seemed to be kind of working.
Fine.
So I'll send it to you.
Okay, send it to me.
They have like a bunch of like Asian like groceries, help things, and like they have like per country.
Oh.
So yeah.
That could be.
They have the BTS Xylitol like chewing
yes,
too.
I have found that at my local TNT, luckily, because we have this Asian supermarket in Canada that's an off branch of our main grocery store, which is Superstore, and that one has the off branch of that is TNT, which is like an Asian supermarket. It's mostly like Chinese style like food for the most part anyway, but there is like Korean and Japanese and Indonesian and Thai.
So yeah, that website has like not bad prices too, so I think I'll send it now before I forget actually.
Okay, I'll have to source it out. And then the last piece of Jin stuff before we move on to the other Jin is we got a preview of the merch that he's releasing with his single. I almost lost my mind, let me tell you that. I am really gonna have to level myself when it comes to this. They haven't released when it's coming out, or when we can pre-order it, or when we can buy it, which is kind of frustrating because I just want it like now.
Right now.
Yeah. There's stuffies, there's like a whole like.
Of course there's stuffies. This is like Jin we're talking about.
Yeah. He has a second son, if you don't know.
RJ has been betrayed.
Yes. So
I'm just gonna say how it's. Oh, jeez, I spilled water.
So yeah, he has like a second son, and everybody was like losing their minds over this.
The welcome home cheaters.
So yeah, there's a bunch of merch that's gonna be released, and I'm looking very forward to it. But I want to know prices first of all, and then second, because I need to plan out what I'm getting, because I can't, like, my default will be I want all of it, and that can't happen. I really want the body pillow though. I just want to like hold. I just want to hold Woto in my hands. Like I want to cuddle him so badly.
I just want to cuddle Woto.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I just want him. I kind of want just like the little one too, but like the big body pillow, I'd
like to have the small one, but I can't afford it just yet. I'm so close, Jess. So close. I'm so close.
I know. So close.
I'm so close.
But anyway, we'll see how cryy my wallet is. The big unboxing on my